Welcome, mortals, to the Fantasy Football War Council's podcast. Here are your gods of war, Jonathan Arneson, along with Mario and Daniel Gutierrez.
Greetings, mortals, and welcome to another gathering of the Fantasy Football War Council. I am your host, Jonathan, here to guide you through the chaos. And as always, standing beside me are one of two gods of war, half the brothers Grimm themselves, Daniel.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, buddy? We're missing Mario
Hello.
today.
Yep. Middle of his big
Um,
move.
yep. Mario has moved away. Well, on tonight's War Council, we have some news. We have the Week 13 battles and those winners and losers, and then we have the Week 14 pick'em. Let's dive right into the news.
Oh, right. The Broncos have signed kicker Will Lutz to a 3-year, $16.1 million extension that includes $9 million guaranteed and a $5.2 million signing bonus. The extension will pay Lutz an average salary of $5.3667 million per year. Lutz now becomes one of the NFL's highest paid kickers, and Sean Payton continues to have his man kicking the ball.
I mean, kickers are people too. We preach that all the time. So, yeah,
Did
good for
you
him.
did you see the clip of Quentin Williams in Dallas?
No.
Oh my gosh, he's on the sideline talking to some one of the other defensive players, and it was before halftime, and they were driving to try to kick a field goal before halftime, and he's like what are we doing right now? And the guy's like, we're trying to get in field goal range. Like, we're almost in field goal range. We're only like 10 yards away from field goal range. And he's like, what? Like that's it. We have the opportunity to do that? And the guy's like, yeah. Like, our kicker, we had a good kicker. Our kicker could nail it from like 60. And he's like, your kicker can nail it like 60. He's like, yeah, he's like money. Like you don't have to worry about him like missing or anything. And the guy's like, no, like, we got a really good kicker. And he's like, oh, maybe that's why he's got the X factor in Madden, you know? And he's like, man, I'm still getting used to this.
It's not a good team.
And
Yeah.
kickers are important, even though people talk trash about them all the time, man.
Oh,
Most most
very much.
most franchises' highest scoring player in franchise history are the best kicker that they've had. You know,
Like Janikowski, my
that's just
goodness.
points.
Yeah, it's the
hmm
kicker that's been around a long time. And
hmm
you could be you could be a big boy, be a kicker still. You don't have to.
Yeah, I mean, at one point, Vinatieri was the top scoring kicker,
Oh
was the top
man.
scoring player for two separate teams. He was for the
Yep.
Patriots and the Colts until Brady kept on going. But
hmm
yeah, that's nuts.
Yes. No, it very much is kicker. Kicker. We have done this ourselves. We've gone out and kicked some field goals. We know how hard it is. So we have respect for the position. So
Mm,
yeah.
absolutely.
All right. Ravens tight end Mark Andrews agrees to two terms on a 3-year, $39.3 million extension. Man, all these money. Love it. Didn't do it for the first one, but good for these guys getting their money. So
I know. I wonder if the salary cap got projected or something, so all these teams are signing players
could,
that they know are going to be coming up.
and they know it before we do. Yeah, we
hmm
won't hear till after the season.
Yep.
It's possible.
All right. Amon-Ra St. Brown hurt his ankle during the Thanksgiving Day game. His status is up in the air for Thursday's game against the Cowboys. That's a hit for Detroit.
Absolutely, it'll be a huge hit. See, that's another reason Thursday games. I love football. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to advocate for less football, but I'm not a fan of these Thursday games. I never have been.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they're rushed games. The game scripts suck during them. Teams don't because they have to rush to prepare from Sunday to Thursday. It's a quicker week than more. Than normal.
Super short week, half the
No,
week.
yeah. So, and that's why I never like to play players. That's my rule is never play a player on a Thursday because you never know what's going to happen on a Thursday, and it just goes
Mhm.
upside down on Thursdays. So,
Yep.
big bummer. But let's see who's available. I know the young kid Tesla did well after Amon Ra left the game there, as well as Let's see what they got. Still got Williams. Yeah, there's got some names to go through there.
Do they still have Tim Patrick?
Ew. I
I think he's still on their team.
believe so. I think that's right. Yeah, I think that's his current spot.
I think so.
Okay.
Let
Well,
me-
ooh, ugh, gross. Woof. I put this in my slot. Ugh. Deshaun Watson back at practice for the first time since he ruptured his Achilles. 21-day window is open to return, and Cleveland is chomping at the bit to get him back because Shador Sanders is currently their starting quarterback. So
He hasn't been bad. He hasn't
he
been
hasn't been great
he
either.
hasn't been as bad as people thought he was going to be, and I think the coaching staff is going to be. He's been better than I thought. Um, but
But
yeah,
I also had
maybe this was the plan.
extremely
Maybe
low
like they just
expectations.
know that they're just trying to get through this year and then try to get back to Deshaun Watson because they're married to him via contract. I don't know.
Right.
Maybe that was the plan all along.
The next $59 million out the window.
hmm
Yeah, probably because he's coming back. So
They're just
and
gonna put him back out there so he gets hurt again, so that they get paid out the insurance claim again. That's what's gonna.
smart, right? Recoup as much money. I think
Mhm.
it's not an injury on the field. It's an injury that happened off the field, and they just send him on the field, and then he gets hit next play, and they blame it on that play.
They just give the O
The
line
exact.
their own targeting bonus on their own quarterback there.
I think that same exec from the one that's covering the insurance is walking in there.
Yeah,
You're gonna stay down,
that's
right?
it.
Was that
That's right.
Pat, right? Yeah,
Yeah,
you're gonna stay down. I want my 40 million back.
that's right. You're gonna let T.J. Watt come full speed off the edge, right? Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
wink at him. It's the mountain.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Hope your feet are in the chalk, TJ. Now's the
Yeah.
time. Running verts
Fucking
all the
right.
way, and the O line going, Ole!
Oh man, TJ Watt, six sack day.
Yeah. All right, some good Buccaneers news. Mike Evans and Jalen McMillan return to practice. McMillan has been put on the 21-day window to be coming off of IR, but they do think that he'll be starting before the season ends and into the playoffs if they do make it that far. And Mike Evans is expected to be back at the end of December, I think they said. So that'll be
Yeah,
good. It's getting our
nice.
strong
Everyone's
receiver
starting to come
core.
back. Yeah,
hmm
right in the time that
Everyone,
we
even the
need them.
defense is getting healthy. Bucky's getting back healthy.
Mhm. Yeah,
Good.
we're already sitting on the top of the division. So
The Panthers have been playing really good
yeah,
football,
the last few
so
weeks, their
they are a
defense.
threat.
For sure, absolutely. Adam Thielen asked for his release and was given it. He was picked up off of waivers by the Steelers, who also grabbed Darius Slay off of waivers as well. Steelers having a day with the waiver wire. I
Yeah,
mean, I think it's a good grab. I think the Thielen is a good. That's a good veteran grab that they need for their wide receivers.
Thielen's good for the
I think it's a good
Steelers.
grab. Yeah, I think.
He's the wide receiver 4 in Minnesota, but he'll be the wide receiver 2 at the Steelers.
Yep, absolutely.
This gives you an idea of that.
No, and it's good to have somebody like him showing some of your younger kids, hey, this is like that's a guy that you
Mhm.
need to learn from. So,
Yeah, having him Roman Wilson, having Thielen teaching him because they have a lot of same kind of style, that quickness and stuff. He just doesn't.
mhm.
He's just raw. And Darius Slay's good for corner depth.
I
Their
think
secondary's
Clay
been
still has some in the tank. I think he's still.
horrible.
I think he's for that.
Excuse me.
I think that's a good addition. So,
All right, and the Colts waive Michael Badgley after a missed PAT kick. Ouch.
yeah, well, sometimes kickers aren't people too. So.
Kickers are important.
Oh, they very much are. Yeah. So, and then finally, Justin Herbert broke his non-throwing hand and had surgery this last few days ago. Herbert is assuring that he will be probably able to play for Monday Night Football versus hosting the Eagles. Yeah, I know, right? Rush your quarterback back. Trey Lance has been practicing as the QB1 in practice and is ready to step up if Herbert is not ready.
Mm,
Yeah, I wouldn't want to hurt Herbert,
mm-mm. I mean,
but you know
he's
they're
just.
going to have him on. So it's a non-throwing hand, but still, like they're going to cast him up. He's going to be in one of those mitts.
Did you see
So
him in the game?
no.
Yeah, he's like running around like this. And, like
Oh
he's getting hit and he's like putting his arm out like up high and his hand like away from players and stuff. It was like, oh, should you be out there, dude?
yeah.
Like,
Hey, good for him for trying to stay out there, but
mhm.
yeah.
They
Go to
went
the
to
sideline, take a paint bill.
yeah, they went to shotgun only, you know, and he's
Yeah,
like
give him as much time.
catching it with one arm.
I
It
did
was
not see
it was bad. It was
I
bad.
felt, I felt bad. I didn't get a jersey to my cousin in time. She asked me, what was it, Thanksgiving? She wanted to borrow a jersey because she's a Chargers fan, and she went
Hmm.
to the game this weekend. So
Nice.
gotta have to like buy her a jersey or something just so she
Mm.
has one. So all
Mhm.
right, let's jump into our battles. We got 7 for the night. So this week's pilgrimage to Ananke's Temple of BDSM did not go according to plan. Instead of Robbie cracking the whip, Varathragna's vengeance stormed the temple, kicked down the door, and burned the place to the ground. Final score was 255.64 to 145.74. What was with this week's scoring, by the way?
Mm.
Jesus, right?
I disapprove.
Yeah, well, you were one of them, so that's not just a beating. That's 109.9 point humiliation. Yes, 109.9. A landslide so brutal you could file it as a natural disaster. Ollie showed up as the Dom of the week, and Robbie, he got he got put over there, and up there in positions OSHA definitely does not approve of. This wasn't a loss. This was a grade A domination session from the league's resident accountant, and not a terrible Ben Affleck movie. I mean the scary kind of accountant, the kind who calls the rich and powerful and says, "We have a problem and you're going to do what I say." And this week he called all of Robbie's players and said, "Don't play." And they, like obedient little W2s, did that. Robbie was left bound and gagged. Bo Nix, 18 points. That's actually his consistent number, I've noticed. Trey
Mm.
Henderson, 14.3, brought back down to earth. Amon Ra left the game, but before he left the game, he baked a beautiful donut. Pastry chef of performance. And Trey McBride, 27 points. This was the only bright spot on Robbie's offense. That's it. Everything else, rope, gag, silence, left unsatisfied, unattended, and unperformed. Uh, Somehow, he still was not the banished one. Look at that. All these lineup didn't just show up, they executed a full scale hostile takeover, even with Cam Ward and his 6 points. Yeah, that's pretty bad, right? But Bijan Robinson, 36.9, running like he had a personal vendetta. Puka Nakua looked like the forgotten man out there, but he was still thrown. 11.7 points. Dalton Schultz had 17, and Javante Williams looked like an RB1 out there. Look at that. Would you believe it? 19.9. But the true executioner, the man who turned this beating into a crime scene, Earl Jones, with 49.55 points. A defensive thermonuclear blast that vaporized Rob's chances. Ollie marched in, kicked over the candles, and scattered the incense. Left Rob tied up at the altar like a sacrifice to the gods that they did not want. Congratulations, Ollie. This was a domination in its purest form. Rob, try harder because you suck. And there's no participation trophies.
Excuse me. Two teams that are possibly playoff bound, but I mean, not for
Mm-hmm.
long when you put up those performances. You know,
Oh,
that's been the story of this whole year though. It's been so inconsistent. Like
like Mario was saying this last week, and he said it perfect. my team could do it all. In 1 week, it's highest scoring conqueror of the week, and next it's the banished one. So
I
it's
literally went through that.
anywhere
Like,
in between.
right? I
Yeah,
literally went from the highest
we
scoring
all
team
have.
of the week
Yeah,
to the lowest
yeah,
scoring team this week.
yeah. I think you were like 3 weeks ago.
Oh,
Yeah, we've
yep,
all done it. No,
yep.
it's been odd. Odd. I think we had two hosts win this week. So
Oh,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm the odd man out.
Wasn't just a one host week. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It wasn't just a
Yeah.
one host week. We had two hosts win this week. So odd, still an odd week. I say it with 3 games over 100 points
Mm,
difference. Yeah.
dude, yeah. That's yes, listeners. This game was 106 points apart, and yet still not the biggest blowout of the week. We'll get to that below, but in the scorched lands of our fantasy realm, where champions are forged and egos perish like brittle reeds, a mighty clash unfolded. Plague of Anubis versus Hercules' huge sock. The final score etched into obsidian tablet and probably tattooed onto Hercules' shame. Plague of Anubis, 214.96. Hercules' huge sock, 198.95. Anubis unleashed devastation worthy of his namesake. DeAndre Swift, 26 points. RJ Harvey, 23.9 points. And Minnesota defense, 26.45 points. But the true jewel, the crown of chaos, was the Legion of IDP Warriors. Knight with 19.95, Franklin with 18, White with 16, and Winters with 9, but still a defensive phalanx delivering punishment so severe that Hercules' legendary sock could not absorb it. Meanwhile, Hercules' huge sock fought valiantly. Dak Prescott, 29.2 points. James Cook, 25.6. And Jalen Ramsey, 15. Yet, tragedy struck in the unkind realm of special teams. Will Ricard, 0 points. A kicker who stood bravely and kicked absolutely nothing. Thus, Plague of Anubis claims glory, ascending to 6 and 7, while Hercules' huge sock tumbles to 7 and 6, clutching 198 points and wondering what mortal sin warranted such punishment. Fighting
It's
for a
something
playoff
fucked up
spot.
to lose to me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think it put me at like eighth. No, it was 10th place.
Mm,
I think it put me in 10th place. So I'm just trying to position myself for that ninth place position. That's
you,
all.
you getting Hampton back. You could win this week.
I would stretch
And
it
if you win and there's
out.
some losses, you'll get in that playoff
Yeah.
bracket.
Again,
You're really looking at a really nice mid-round pick.
that's how I won my first championship, is going in as the lowest seed. So I wouldn't be against my fourth. It'd be really nice. I'll tell. So I have to say this, because I want to win. Of course, I want to win, right?
Yeah.
For all the
You're
listeners.
you're not you're not in my boat where you are now officially eliminated from playoff contention. So now I
Not
can
yet. Yeah, we're not.
looking at
We're
that
not the
first
Raiders
overall
yet.
pick with
I'm not
greedy
the
eyes.
Raiders. No, 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 no. I like when
Dude,
that notification comes
the
across. The Raiders have
Raiders.
been eliminated from playoff contention. You're like,
Oh, well, that was a
2
news
weeks
blip that we
ago.
didn't put in there. That was 2 weeks ago that they fired Chip Kelly. But did you
We
hear what
talked
they
about it. Yeah, we definitely talked about that.
did you hear what came out afterwards?
No.
They're saying that Chip Kelly didn't even know the playbook. He
Well,
was calling in he was calling in plays that didn't even exist to Gino, and the players in the huddle are like, "What is like what's happening? Like that's not a play. Those aren't
so
combinations of
he's
things that we could actually put together to make
fucking
a viable
Russell
play."
Wilsoning it.
So
He's
he
gonna
so
do the
Gino's
Russell
in there just trying to like make sense of what Chip Kelly's calling in, and Chip Kelly's not even calling in things that the players even know about. And so they're like, yeah, he just robbed Las Vegas for $3 million because he gets that no matter what. That was what was guaranteed in his contract. He was
Yeah,
hired. Now he got 3 mil. You know,
crazy. I
so
mean, I've never liked Chip Kelly, and when
dude,
they hired him, I didn't think it
hmm
was a good hiring. I know that I was
yeah,
told otherwise by Mario, but yes, I don't like Chip Kelly.
they it was a players podcast and they were talking about it and they were ripping him apart. And they were like,
Damn.
and this was before they came out this week and like had a really good offensive performance and Brock Bowers was doing good and the offensive line was playing better and
Mhm.
they shuffled things up and like they look like a viable team at this point. First game without Callie there.
Yeah,
And it was like, ooh, maybe
that's
that wasn't just speculation.
I mean,
So say,
that's
Raiders arrow up.
that's under your head coach. Yeah, that's under your coach's nose. He's not
Mm,
watching and paying attention to his
mhm,
coordinators. What are you
mhm,
doing? Yeah,
mhm.
well, again, got
Who's
my own.
speaking up? Who's saying this is bullshit? Like, is Gino coming to Pete Carroll and being like, "This is absolute dog shit. What's happening right now?" Like,
See
ooh,
what Carroll does about it. Yeah.
yeah. Well, you fired him, but we'll see.
Well, I mean, yeah. Let's see
A
how it
little
recovers
late,
after
but
that. Yeah, exactly. A
especially
little.
if that's what's going on. Chip,
You are
chip,
not. If you're God, if you don't even know the playbook and you're just calling fucking what, like Madden plays.
the
Uh,
offensive coordinator. The offensive coordinator didn't study past camp playbook during the middle of
Oh,
the
that's
year, didn't
so
expand.
bad. It's so bad. I don't
So
even know
bad.
what to say to that. Yeah, I don't even know what to say. We
Hmm.
could do better. As the War Council, we are putting in our resume. We could be a head coach somewhere. Absolutely.
So bad.
Okay. In this next battle of Titans, we had the first place team versus the second place team. Saving Ryan's Privates taking on the victorious Valkyries, and the Valkyries came out on top. 200.44 to 165.12, a 35.32 point victory that felt like 109 points given the stakes.
Mm.
Toppling the number one team is massive, and Chas did it without peak Lamar Jackson, who stumbled in with a mortal 9.24, which seems his like weekly normal at this
Mhm.
point.
Dude.
But Jonathan Taylor carried the banner with 20.8, and Shamir Daiki with stayed fantasy relevant with his 13.8. And the tight end duo of Jawan Johnson and Tyler Warren, putting up 12.4 and 11.9, kept the wheels turning. Jason Myers, the number one kicker in the league, blasted 23 points. Kickers are people too. And her defense smashed all the way through. Jags defense with 32.6, plus Drew Phillips, Tyson Campbell, and Zach Baum delivering 12, 17, and 11. This team kicked ass front to back. Meanwhile, the former first place squad had his lowest score of the season, revealing a chink in his armor. Aronde Gatson putting up a weak 4.8. The Cleveland defense waddling in with 9.8, and three defenders dropping single digits, while Alex Singleton's 19 points, Jacoby Myers 20, and Jake Ferguson's 14 all sat unused on his bench. Those moves might have made it close, but they weren't getting him over the line. Congratulations on a huge victory, Chas. Rob, why couldn't you drop this score last week when I played you?
Yeah.
When you watch the 10-2 team drop a game at 165, you're like, I want to beat you last week.
Yeah. Right. I mean, shit. When I played him, I was like, well, why didn't you just score like 230 points? I would have beaten you.
Well, you were in your phase of scoring really high and then losing to
Oh,
the guy that scored
dude.
just that much more than
Yeah.
you. So
I scored. I when him and I went against each other. I think I scored like 230, and he was like 260s, and I was just like, what,
why, why,
why,
why, why you gotta hurt me?
why,
What? Who,
what?
who hurt you? Like who hurt you? That's what.
Yeah.
Who hurt you?
And why'd you hurt me?
Yeah. Our family. That's who hurts you the most. It's usually it's the
uh,
ones closest to you. So
yeah, yeah. Everybody's hurt me this year in this league. So, all right. Um, In the chronicles of our fantasy league, a battle unfolded so lopsided, so spectacularly cruel that even the gods turned away and whispered, "Bro, chill." For on this fateful week, I'm an Aztec warrior marched into combat only to be absolutely obliterated by Smitey Mighty Bastons. The final tally, carved into the stone of eternal humiliation. Aztec warrior, 131.1 points.
oof,
Smitey Mighty Bastons, 256.38 points. A 125-point beatdown so severe the league's historians have already classified it as Massacre of the Week. And because fate enjoys overkill, it also crowns Boston's as Conqueror of the Week for having the highest score in the league.
makes it easy, right?
Right, yeah. Let us honor the victors first. For Smitey Mighty Bastons unleashed an onslaught. Seattle defense 42.6 points.
Mm.
Max
Back
Crosby
forward
27
27
points.
points.
Brock
Well,
Bowers 23.3. Manungai hitting his stride
right.
25.9. May 27.18. And even Keaton Mitchell with 20.1 rising from fantasy obscurity. And this is exactly
Drake
why
May
we
doing
do
Drake May. Drake May being Drake May. Drake May. Drake May. Drake
Drake May. Yeah.
Drake May. Drake May.
But we do punt return, kick return, which is why Mitchell's doing so well.
Dude, I like when
I
you can
love
get a
doing this.
receiver. Yeah, I love players that do both. You gotta have
Mm-hmm.
both.
Good. He's the backup running back over there, and if he goes down,
Talent wise,
if the king goes down, Mitchell is slated for a lot. Everywhere you look, points, a flood, a tidal wave, a statistical plague rivaling the wrath of ancient deities. And across the battlefield, I am an Aztec warrior, fought bravely, yes, but found themselves outmatched, outscored, and possibly questioning the meaning of life.
I mean,
Jalen,
125 points. He's definitely
yeah,
questioning that.
yeah. He was beaten by 125 points, and yet he still would have beaten me. That has me questioning the
Yeah,
meaning of
he wasn't the
life.
banished one.
Yeah,
You can point that one out. He was. We're still not to the banished one yet, people. Yeah.
that's right. Jalen Hurts, 20.6 points, did what he could, and Brees Hall, 19.9. But the gods demanded sacrifices, and instead they received Zay Flowers, 1.4. A floral offering wilted before kickoff. The bench provided little salvation, save for Debo Samuel at 20.9 points. Wouldn't have made a difference. This clash shall be remembered not as a duel, but as a public execution. The Aztec warriors falls to 7-6, their obsidian blade dulled. Mighty Bastons rises to 5-8. Still, both teams out of playoff contention.
Muddling, right? Yeah. Mm. Still, that's 256 points. That's a team to fight against in
Yeah,
the
in the
consolation bracket. Yeah.
consolation bracket.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not going to be easy to go for that first pick, but
Mm-mm.
boys are going to feel really good when one of us gets it.
The fates are cruel. There will be at least 3 teams that are in the top half of scoring in the league that are going to be in the consolation bracket. I was looking at that this week.
hmm
I don't know.
I just throwing it out there just because it seems to be that kind of fucking year. What if Richard got first pick? The 2 in 10 wins it and goes into because you just need 3 wins at the right time. Bunk, bunk, bunk,
Yep.
and you go,
Yep.
oh man. Whew. Yeah, it'll be something. So
Hmm.
all right, well, let's dive in. In our next battle, we continue our search for our Judas Warriors. Speaking of Richard, his
Hmm.
elusive third win. And this week was definitely not it. As Owl Formation must have binge watched the Mighty Ducks, it came flying in the V Formation and it knocked Richard down another peg, winning 214.51 to 211.54
Mm.
in our closest battle of the week at just 2.97 points, making Richard once again the reluctant recipient of the Spartan Shield. Back to back, by the way. Both squads crushed it with 200 plus points, but this one came down to the very last scoring play. Jordan Love exploded for Allen with 37.76 points, while Justin Herbert managed only 17.44 before leaving, with his hand. So,
With one hand.
yeah. And I guarantee he's staring at his bench, wondering why he didn't start either of his backups,
Mm.
Jacoby Brissett or Joe Burrow, the comeback kid, both of whom put up 24 points,
Mm.
which would have given him the win, right?
Mm.
When the margin is 2.9, you spend the next week muttering, if I just played this guy, but all you could do is hold your head up and look forward. I know. It's the personal feelings that I feel I put myself into this one. It's how I feel when I lose. Richard falls
100.
to 2-11 and at 14th place, while Allen soars to 6-7 and now sits at 8th place. Man,
Mm.
he's in this. Hold that spot and you might sneak into the playoffs.
Mm.
Allen, congratulations on the win. And Richard, don't give up. Man, that bad luck streak has to break at some point. Yeah, no, we all know exactly how he feels.
All
We've
too
been
well.
there. I've had pancakes with that fucking feeling, so I fully
Mm.
feel it. Yeah, Richard, keep your head up, buddy, and get through this. You will get through this. Just gonna have some cups of water thrown at you, quite possibly. So,
Yeah, possibly, probably. Yeah, we'll see.
yeah, probably,
If
definitely.
my luck holds, it'll be me. I'll be bringing a bathing suit to the job.
If one of us gets it, I don't want it because I got it last year. I do not want to be the back-to-back guy. I cannot do
Mm,
it. I don't
mm.
want that damn trophy again. I got rid of it. Someone else has it right.
All right. In the next one, across the frozen rim of the fantasy cosmos, where shattered comets drift like ancient bones and forgotten gods whisper through solar winds, a war raged. Two banners rose over the icy plains. Kuiper Belt soldiers, 5 and 8, clinging to life barely. The Hail Marys, 7 and 6, charging forward in glory. Caleb Williams came forth first for the Hail Marys. He scraped together 16.46 points, completing 17 of 36 attempts. Saquon Barkley gave only 8.7. Not even Devon Achan, his historic Javon Achan's heroic 26.3 points, nor Jameson Williams' 26.10, nor Kelsey's 18.5 could lift them above the tide. Their IDPs swung axes and spears, but many struck only the cold wind. Barton brought only 2 tackles.
Ouch.
and and their kicker Aubrey hit true 14 points. His arrows were not enough to stop the doom approaching. The Hail Marys finished with 191.76. Somewhere in the star-frosted dark, the soldiers stirred. Sam Darnold contributed a shameful 1.12 points.
And yet they
But
still won.
but the
That's the thing.
others awoke. Talanoa Tufunga, 31 points. Evan McPherson, the kicker, 29 points. Nico Collins, 21.7. Swishinger, which I hate
Oh,
saying his name on this
God,
podcast,
I
and
know.
Landman combined for 29 points of raw defensive fury. The Pittsburgh D, 17.85 points, and George Pickens delivered 14.3. The battlefield fell silent at 197.47 to 191.76, a 6 point margin, a miracle in the cold. Kuiper Bolt soldiers, written off, mocked, facing extinction, rose from the cosmos dust and slayed a playoff bound Titan.
It's it's a pretty good win,
That's a good
and
win.
I'd
That
like
one
to
helps
point.
the soul.
I think we picked Ray's name just so Jose would win, and it worked. Yes. Okay, so Jose, I will be picking against you for the rest of the year, but I want you to know it's because I want you to win.
Yeah. I
My
want
faith
you to
is
win
in
out.
you. Yeah,
Yeah.
my faith is in you. Come on, you got this, brother. Oh man, I love games like that. That's awesome. Yeah, and Sam Darnold pulling off a 1.2 and still
Dude.
winning the game. What is it, like fucking like 24-0 or some shit? So,
Mm-hmm.
awesome. Love it. Just
All
love
on the
it.
back of that defense. And
Yes. Oh man, they played
like
great.
2 touchdowns on defense.
All right. In our final battle of the evening, we finally made it to you, Daniel. The one returned after 3
Shame.
days of football with dominating 226.39 to 119.52. A massive 106.87 point beatdown, making it our third 100 plus blowout of the week. But the largest takeaway from this box score is the 119.52. The lowest score of the week belongs to the Apache Gorillas. Daniel falls hard to Jess, letting her hold on to that third place for at least one more week. His downfall came from his usual studs flopping. Matthew
Mm,
Stafford
mm,
has been dominating,
mm,
must have forgotten how to throw with
mm-hmm.
only 10.82. Jackson Smith and Jigba put up a sad 4.3. And Aaron Jones posted 3.2. Etienne stumbled in with 8 points. Tyler Loop contributed a mighty 2 points. So mighty. This
Mm.
roster looked like the cast of the Little Giants before their motivational speech. Meanwhile, Jess came in marching with Patrick Mahomes, dropped 39.54 points, which practically outscored Daniel's entire offense. CMC going for a light jog
True
with
story.
21.9. Yeah, right? And Rashi Rice exploding for 26.9. This team has been doing this week in, week out,
Mhm.
firmly holding a top spot in the league. Daniel in this week is this week's banished one
Mm.
for having the lowest score. We kick him into the pit and think about what his team has done. Congratulations to Jess on a big victory and holding that third place position. Daniel, try harder.
Oh, that was brutal.
I
That was
mean,
brutal.
106? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think it's
Mm.
Jess. Like, she's usually a big swinging stick for such a little person, you know?
Mm. That one
Yeah.
hurt. This one hurts my yearly average, for sure.
Yeah.
um, yeah, that was brutal. I had pretty much started crying at like 11 o'clock in the morning when I saw what was happening. So I was
Oh,
like, "Oh, I am
like
done."
that. Yeah,
I,
you're like,
I
oh
that
man.
was
Well, let's put the phone away. Just don't look at that
yeah.
anymore.
It's a good thing I've got a family-filled day coming up because I did not want to pay attention to what was happening. I just went to my happy place and imagined that something else was happening to me. So um, that's kind of how that went. So on to Loki's lucky finds of the week. First one for the defensive player, also known as DP, Uncle Robert with Alex Singleton, aforementioned above. And offensive player, also mentioned above, Jose Evan McPherson.
Mm,
Both crushing it. Alex Singleton, 19 points. Nice. McPherson, 29 points. What a week for the kicker. Man.
right. This has been a big week for some kickers this week. So,
Hmm.
Yeah, that was something. So, all right. Well,
It was big or nothing. That's
yeah.
what it was. Yeah, I had two. There's a couple zeros up there.
All right. I have to admit, I was absolutely terrible as I wrote in this. I didn't write in our picks for last week, so I don't know who won or who did what in last week's pick'em. But we will do our best in this week's pick'em to make some good matches.
Mm.
And I'll get the number for next week, so we have a good total. But hey, our first battle, and it's you versus me. We got our host versus host battle. Plague of Anubis versus the Apache Gorillas. And I see what you did there. I see you going your magic. I'm gonna go my magic, and I'm gonna pick myself.
That's good.
Yeah, yeah.
Clean sweep.
Clean sweep, clean sweep. Okay. Jose is next. We have Kuiper Belt Soldiers versus the Nanke's Temple of BDSM. He's playing Robbie, and I'm gonna type in Robbie, but we
Mm,
all know who we want to win there.
mm.
Jose, yes, but we have to do it just for magic's sake, right?
Yeah. This is where I went different.
I see that. Smitey Mighty Boss Stones versus the Hail Marys. Well, we differ in every even though you pick in the first one here, we know you don't want me to win. It's like what I'm doing with Jose and Robbie here in the bottom. So we know.
Yeah. Well,
We
I've been doing so bad at pick'ems this year. I'm trying a new strategy this week, and instead of overthinking it, I'm just sticking with that strategy, and let's see what happens.
just pick the favorite, right? Yeah, it's not a bad idea.
Not quite.
No?
So I'm
Okay.
going. I think I picked Mario on this one.
Well, I
I
mean,
did pick Mario. He is.
Mario's been playing really well the last couple weeks, and Ray hasn't been playing well the last few weeks. And I was going to type Mario's name in also.
Yeah. The projection is brutal, but
Yeah, but I don't take a
he's
lot
pretty.
of stock in the
Yeah, that's right.
projections.
That's right. Especially this year.
Oh man, it's been awful
Goodness.
because I know, I'm like, oh yeah, look at that, I'm going to beat your Uncle Rob, and then I'm the lowest scoring team of the week. So I don't follow much of the projections. I'll just say,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yep. So we both go Mario.
Mario. Yeah,
All
I'm with you.
right. Next one, Varathragna's Vengeance, Ali versus Arjuna's Warriors, Uncle Richard. I went with the Vengeance.
I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. I was gonna type all these name in. I started to type all these name in.
I saw that.
I can't do it. I can't do it. It's just so gross.
I saw it go, no.
Yeah. It's a slowly typed in and click, click, click back out. No.
Yeah.
Richard, we're going Richard for his third win. He's got it. He's got it in the book. Come on, Richard. You got this. Beat Ali. Woo, 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 woo. No, in all honesty, it's probably Ali here. Let's be honest.
Yeah,
He's 8-5. He's making his playoff push.
He's got luck on his side.
Luck and
His cronies
closing people's accounts. Yeah, when people don't see their money, they're like, hey, something's wrong. So
that's right. His army of interns managing his team.
his army of interns. He's got somebody watching his teams, right? Yeah,
That's right.
I believe.
You want to eat or not?
I believe. Hey, he's a mean boss. Yeah.
Give me
Mean
that
boss.
waiver.
I remember him back at 31 Flavors. What a mean boss.
He's president business.
President. The Craggle. The Craggle. Yeah, he would bring out the Craggle too. You fucking. Okay, all right. I'm an Aztec warrior takes on the one. Ooh man. How can you not just type in Jess's name there? Right.
I mean, she just thoroughly whooped my ass. I gotta put her down over here.
It's hard not to chase the points. Yeah, you kind of want to go after the teams that just scored the 100+ points, right?
Right.
Okay.
All right. Owl formation. Allen versus Saving Ryan's Privates. Uncle Rob. I went Uncle Rob.
Yeah, I mean he's 10-3, sitting in
Yeah.
first place. I mean,
If he wins again, I just feel like my life will turn
it's
into
Mario's fucking fault. It's all
well,
Mario's fault. Okay, seriously.
I
But
just
but
I
yeah,
just keep on like harkening back to Breaking Bad. You can't keep getting away with this. That's how I
and
feel.
when you look at his team, it's not like superpower of players, but boy, are
Dude,
they clicking at the right time, right?
okay, so he won our Dynasty League the first year of Dynasty.
Mm-hmm.
I go back and I look at that team and I don't understand. I don't know how he won that league with the players
Mm-hmm.
that he had on his team, especially when you
I
look at
believe
Robbie's
you
team
had the highest
and
scoring
Chas's
team that year.
team.
Chas
No.
had a monster of a fucking team that year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, I don't understand. I don't understand how he's a top team this year. I still look at his team and I'm like, no, how?
Your uncle is always a top team. He
Yes.
always he is on it. He's on waivers.
Puts in that
He
work.
puts in the time. He puts in the time.
Mm-hmm.
He puts in the work. I give him the credit. He's always in the top 5 when it was a 10-man. So
Yeah. Well, him and Vince both won the league the first years that they were.
oh, I don't even want to talk about Vince's win because that was the Chuba. Yeah, that was Chuba, man. And if
Oh.
I didn't drop Chuba week 2, and
Mhm.
he got him, like he would not have
Mhm.
won that. I did the math. I did
Mhm.
the math. I did the numbers. He would not have won. That would have been my championship. Oh, Vince. Oh yeah. Rant over. But
Trigger
yeah,
warning.
that was a hand, dude. That's kind of
Mm.
like this year with your uncle with the trade with your brother. Vince was handed that, no joke, because I
Mhm.
made a fuck up. I made a boo boo. I did a
Yeah.
boo boo,
Yeah.
and Mario did a boo boo, and it's given your uncle like this amazing team that we just.
Mm.
I need to see him go out first leg of the playoffs. I need to see him pull a Martin. I need to see him pull a Martin, and it would make me feel really good if I was in the playoffs. Because if he's still in it after the first week, like no one's winning it. We'll make it to that point. But
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
yeah, he falls out first week. I have a new hope on life that I think I can actually win this league.
In the future.
Yeah, no. If I make it in, yeah.
If you make it in. Yeah.
If I make it in, absolutely. If he drops out first week, I think whoever's in it has a chance. That's just
Yeah.
hope, hope,
Hope.
hope. Yeah, hope.
A
Okay.
spark.
Speaking of Hercules Huge Sock, Hercules Huge Sock faces off against the victorious Valkyries. 7-6 versus 9-4.
Gotta go Chas.
Yeah, I'd Chas, even with the projection being heavily in his side. Yeah,
Yep. Agreed.
I do too. So, all right. Awesome. Well, thanks for marching with us. Tune in next week to witness who conquers who claims the glory, and who is cast down and banished into the pit. It will only be me. So know that it will be a shorter episode, and I'm all alone. My co-hosts are venturing away to visit Mario. So,
Mhm.
Daniel is visiting his brother, and yeah, so it'll be fun. Another chapter etched into the halls of Valhalla. Until next time, stand ready, mortals.
The gods have spoken.
Awesome.
In the realm where legends rise and dreams collide, a council gathers with power as their guide. Jonathan the strategist with wisdom's might, Mario and Daniel warriors ready to ignite. Thunder roars, lightning cracks the sky, electric strings sing a battle cry. In this arena of fantasy and lore, the gods of war lead the charge once more.